Hello, I'm going to be talking about making a tutorial today on how you can use the operating system, the Haiku operating system, on your Windows XP machine. If you were unaware, Haiku operating system is basically a copy, well, not a copy, it's an open source version of the wonderful operating system known as the B operating system. The first step in getting Haiku on your system is to go to vmware.com and download the freeware player, the VMware player. You're gonna single click on that and then download VMware player. Click on the button. You're gonna fill out this form and download it, and you're going to install it. And the installation of VMware Player requires you to reboot your system. VMware Player allows your system to easily use virtual machines so that you won't actually have to install Haiku operating system on your computer, in a sense. Your next step is to go to the Haiku website, which is haiku-os.org. From here, you're probably already familiar with the Haiku operating system or have an idea about it. You can read about it there. You're going to click on the downloads on the right hand side. Now, you're not going to download a raw hard drive disk image, mostly because of the fact of if you have a modern computer, you're pretty much not going to be able to use any of your hardware components with Haiku operating system, because although they've been working on it recently, it still uses very old drivers from whenever the B operating system was still being used, which was like several years ago. I think they ended support for it in 2001 or 2. Okay, getting back on task. Under VMware Images, since you've installed the VMware player, you have a couple choices here. You can download the operating system file from Haiku Build Factory, which provides the latest nightly build, or Haiku Files. I recommend going to Haiku Files because it has been in my past experiences that I can download the files much faster, and usually I don't have any problems. Sometimes I have timeouts. Suffer when I try to download the file from the build factory, the server's too busy or such. But you go back to the Haiku Files archive, and you select File. You can notice that it's only 31 megabytes in size, which is amazing for a modern day operating system. When you have this file completed, the download complete, you can go to the folder where you've downloaded everything. And by this point you should have installed VMware Player. You want to uncompress the Haiku image that you downloaded, and you should have a couple files. You want to double click on the Haiku configuration file. When you double click on this configuration file, VMware Player may ask you where the location of the virtual disk file is. You will just locate this file. It should be in the same folder, and click OK. Upon clicking on OK, VMware Player should start up, as you can see on my screen, and it'll begin to load Haiku. And what you're seeing on my screen won't happen because of that image. But anyhow, as you can see in the video, that Haiku loads extremely fast, even in a virtual machine environment. And you can mess around with Haiku, use the programs. They include several little programs that can keep you busy, and hopefully you'll enjoy using Haiku, that you'll want to become part of the project and help them out. But yeah, that's about all I have to say. If you have any questions at all about this tutorial, or if you've run into problems or need specific help, just leave a comment, and I'll try and answer it for you. Alright, thank you for watching. Have a great day.